the great thing about guitar too is bending the strings adds so much personality. You know what I mean? Which piano, keyboards, you don't get that so much, but guitars, bass, anything with strings, you can bend and stretch those notes out a little bit, give it more character. It's one of the things I always liked about the guitar.
Well, you take someone like Angus Young versus Ace Frehley versus Zakk Wylde versus, I don't know, Steve Vai with the whammy bar, right?
Yeah.
They're all hitting the same notes. There's only 12.
Right.
But the vibrato, like you can hear Ace Frehley and know. Zakk Wylde. Angus Young, I think, probably the most out of all of them.
Honestly, I hate to say it, and people would say it to me growing up, but guitar players are a dime a dozen, right? I mean, let's face it. But you get these guys that just have that touch that makes them stand out from everyone else. And those things, you know, you can't learn those. It's like you're born with it, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, Ace Frehley, like, technically.
Probably not a great player, but the parts and just the attitude and sound, right?
Yeah, there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
You hear it and you're like, I want to pick up. Maybe here's something to think about. Maybe it's so simple that it connects to you and it makes you think, that's so awesome, I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you can. And I can maybe on a good day. But for the most of the people that have never touched a guitar, they think they can do it because it sounds so simple and it's so inviting.
That's another thing is when you forget how like interesting the guitar is. You know, it's like you see it every day. You play it every day. You pick it up every day. You've been playing for 30 years, blah, 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 blah. And you forget about all those innocent feelings and when you first discovered the guitar, just how, you know, awesome it is and how unknown it is, right? Just the simplest things like blow your mind. So it's fun when you can kind of like remember those feelings and be like, oh, I remember why I liked the guitar. I remember why I started playing guitar, right? It was just like whatever that sound was that you heard. And then you listen to it 30 years later and you're like, well, that's not so hard. But at the time it was like, wow, it's just incredible.
Yeah, there's a lot, like, you could apply that to life, like a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You take a relationship for granted. It's always there. It's always there. But when you didn't have, like, say you're married or you have a great girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, you kind of start to take it for granted. Oh, it's always there. It's always like, But when you're single and you're a kid and you ain't got nobody, you're like, oh, well, fuck.
Yeah.
It's unattainable.
Yeah, yeah. It's great if you can keep that mentality and remember, you know, what got you into it in the beginning, you know, and keep that feeling and not forget.
I think that's a great philosophy for life.
Yeah.
Just always remember, like, how to rekindle that that flame and that excitement for for whatever it may be, relationship, guitar, music.
Yeah. Everything about it, just the shape and the way it feels and even just like the strings and, you know, it's just, wow.
What was it like when you got your first quality guitar after, I mean, a lot of people that have played guitar usually start off with a piece of junk or something that's very unplayable, whether it be like acoustic with the worst action, the biggest strings, and then, or like that Tiesco over there.
Right.
What was it like for you when you got your first real guitar? Were you already pretty progressed, or was it like one of those things where it just made you feel like you could hit that next level?
I remember like getting my first real Strat. And, you know, before that you're playing whatever knockoff guitar and you're trying to play blues and sound like Jimi Hendrix or Stevie Ray Vaughan, right? It's just that classic tone, Strat tone. And you're not going to get it out of this guitar made in Indonesia or whatever, or that guitar made in whatever. It was like, oh, this is that sound. This is like an actual Fender Stratocaster through an actual bass, Bassman head or Fender whatever, blues, exactly, whatever, combo, tube head. When you finally get the real shit and you actually hear it the way it actually does sound on the records, it's like, oh, so now I'm actually sounding like the record, not sounding like someone trying to sound like the record, because I'm using the same guitar you used on that record.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a big thing when you can you save up and you buy like a real guitar, and it's like, that's the tone, man. It's like, you're not going to get it from that guitar or this guitar. You gotta use this guitar because that's where it came from. So I remember that being a thing. I was like, oh wow, man, it sounds so much more legit.
And then you probably couldn't put it down.
No.
It was just like bathroom, table, eating.
Come home from school in high school. Gotta do your homework before you play your guitar. Fine. Take the guitar case, open it up next to the table. I'm gonna do my math and look at it. You know what I mean? I'll do my homework, but I'm gonna sit here and I can smell it. You know what I mean? It's just like you're obsessed with it.
I think that's what it takes to make it in the entertainment industry in general, whether it be a guitar or a bass or a keyboard, or even like if you're going to be an actor, right? You got to have that drive. So I've talked to like some UFC fighters and photographers on this channel, and the common theme is like, you always got to be open to the opportunity, but you also have to be obsessed about the opportunities and whatever it may be in that field. So it's great to hear that it's the same thing. So there's a very common thread going through this channel.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you come across people that are like great at what they do, or they're just like really, you can tell that they just mastered it, and you're like, wow, what trauma did you go through as a child that made you want to lock yourself in your room for 8 hours and just play and play and play and be obsessed with, you know what I mean? It's just like, you have to be obsessed with it, and it's just like, it's your whole life, right? Otherwise, it becomes a hobby and just something that you kind of do on the side. I think, people that will actually like wake up and like, I have to do this, and like think about it all the time. It's not like, oh, I think I'll do this, and then you just do it. It's like, you have to do it, right? It's like a calling from inside you.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely is. And like, there's maybe some things, like you might be good at writing, but you have to develop it. You might have a natural talent for guitar or drums. You have to develop it.
Yeah.
Natural sport, athletic ability, you have to develop it. So that's also a common theme. Like maybe some people think that, oh, I see this band on YouTube now, not MTV, but I see this band and they're just overnight success. People don't realize what it takes to get to that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to put the work in, that's for sure. You don't just wake up one day and you're Eddie Van Halen,
Thanks for watching Untitled Interview. If you liked the conversation you just watched, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested, there's lots more just like that right here.